Good day all, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Everyday People's Voice, most especially to our subscribers and our returnees for being part of our outstanding news outlet that is devoted and committed to breaking the latest news and headlines to you as it comes. Yeah, we also bring to you news in politics, current affairs, business news, sports, entertainment, and so much more around Nigeria and the world, including where and when they happen. Because, as you all know, our sources of information are reliable and accurate. That's why we are the window to the world. Thank you all for staying tuned. But before I go further, if this is your first time of coming across our channel, please be so kind to subscribe, like, and share our video. This video you're about to watch is a must-watch video. Please watch to the end so that you will get the in-depth analysis of everything. Let's watch the video, my people.
Güarantee Trust Bank Limited in Nigeria has to do with unsolicited accounts opening. This is a situation where a customer who did not approach the bank or show any interest in maintaining an account with the bank, yet the bank goes ahead to source for the customer's information such as telephone number, date of birth, bank verification number, and other vital details to open an account for the customer without his or her consent. The aim of this practice is to increase the customer base of the bank, thereby giving it high ranking in terms of size, capacity, and profitability. We submit that unsolicited accounts opening is tantamount to breach of data privacy, identity theft, and can expose the innocent account holders to lots of financial crimes. As of today, there are over 10,000 customers in the database of Güarantee Trust Bank who are already exposed to grave danger without their knowledge. Some of these customers have threatened to sue the bank. We have equally uncovered that Güarantee Trust Bank Limited has been declaring profits that do not reflect its actual financial performance. For instance, GTCO PLC on 11 September 2024 released its audited, consolidated, and separate financial statements for the period ending 30 June 2024 to the Nigerian Exchange Group and London Stock Exchange, wherein the whopping sum of 1.004 trillion naira was declared as profit before tax. This caused the group to be reported all over the media as the first, quote, Nigerian financial institution to cross the 1 trillion naira mark in profit. It is our finding that these figures, as contained in the audited statements, are mere conjectures hurriedly put together by Segun Julius Agbaje and his team to deceive the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and even the customers and investors into believing that it all is well with GTB, even when it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no gainsaying the fact that Güarantee Trust Bank Limited has become notorious over the years for engaging in deceptive accounting practices to artificially inflate profit figures. For example, no substantial pieces of evidence was presented by Segun Agbaje to support the assertion that GTCO PLC made over 1 trillion naira in profit as at 30th June 2024. Even at that, it is very possible that the figures were generated through the process called round tripping. This is a process where funds are moved in and out of the bank through different accounts or entities to create an illusion that there are legitimate transactions going on in the bank. The combination of this process and other unethical issues, business practices, within the bank points towards the direction of systemic corruption, fraud, and money laundering, which we have asked the media, anti-corruption agencies, and the government to further investigate. It is feared that such ugly situation, if not properly checked, could have the tendency of not only undermining customers, investors' confidence in the bank, but pose significant risks to the stability of Nigerian financial sector. Surprisingly, Segun Julius Agbaje did not tell Nigerians that the corporate image of GTB Limited has been terribly battered and shattered in many foreign countries where it is in operation. He lied by stating in the recent audited statements that GTCO PLC ensures compliance with disclosure requirements under the Disclosure and Transparency Rules of the UK Financial Conduct Authority, FCA. The truth is that Guarantee Trust Bank UK Limited was sanctioned by the same FCA to pay a financial penalty of £525,000 for breaches of Principle 3, Management and Control, of the authority's principles for businesses between 19th May 2008 till 19th July 2010. In another development, the FCA imposed on Guarantee Trust Bank UK Limited a financial penalty of over £10,000, £10 million, pursuant to Section 206 of the Financial Services and Markets Act 2000. As usual, the bank agreed to resolve this matter at the earlier stage, and they got a 30% deduction from their fines. This brought the total money paid as penalty by GTB in UK to the sum of about £7,671,800. The FCA, in justifying this financial penalty, which was paid with customers and investors' funds, mainly from Nigeria, it was paid before 24th of January 2023. The FCA stated that Guarantee Trust Bank Limited again failed to put in place policies and procedures to prevent and detect money laundering. FCA considered this repeated misconduct to be a direct result of the inability of senior management staff within the bank over a prolonged period of time to formulate and implement an effective plan capable of addressing the weaknesses identified in their anti-money laundering law and other financial systems. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, our investigation took us to the Bank of Ghana, where we discovered that the foreign exchange trading license of Guarantee Trust Bank Ghana Limited was suspended for a period of 1 month with effect from 18th March 2024. The press release dated 4th March 2024 indicates that the said license was suspended as a result of various breaches of the foreign exchange market regulations, including fraudulent documentation in foreign exchange operations. By that press release, the Bank of Ghana cautioned GTB to put in place effective controls to ensure strict adherence to the extant regulations and guidelines of the country. At this point, we begin to wonder the number of infractions that GTBank would have committed within the mother country, Nigeria, without any action or penalty from both the government and anti-graft agencies. We make bold to say that it is not too late for these regulatory bodies and government agencies to act, and the time to act is now. Recommendations. Having spelled out the various infractions and unwholesome activities allegedly committed by Guarantee Trust Bank Limited, a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC, under the leadership of Julius Segun Agbaje, both in Nigeria and abroad, we hereby recommend as follows. 1, that the Governor Central Bank of Nigeria should forthwith dissolve the board and management of Guarantee Trust Bank Limited. This will pave way for thorough scrutiny of accounting books of the bank with a view to ascertaining its level of compliance with relevant banking laws, regulations, and guidelines. 2, that the Governor Central Bank of Nigeria should immediately suspend Segun Julius Agbaje as Group CEO of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and retrieve from him all files or documents relating to Guarantee Trust Bank Limited to avoid interference with further inquiry into the issues raised in our private investigation report. 3, that if found wanting in any area of corporate governance, the Central Bank of Nigeria, acting jointly with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the ICPC, the NFIU, the DSS, should decisively deal with Segun Julius Agbaje and prosecute him, just like Mrs. Cecilia Ibru, who practically milked the defunct Oshoni Bank PLC dry, even before the banking consolidation era under Obasanjo's regime and Goodluck Jonathan's regime. Number 4, that the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, Securities and Exchange Commission, Nigerian Stock Exchange, as well as Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria should urgently step into the affairs of Guarantee Trust Bank Limited with a view to safeguarding customers' and investors' funds and portfolios before the bank fails completely. 5, that the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance, and Other Financial Institutions, working with the House Committee on Banking and the House Committee on Banking Regulations, should jointly or individually on their own convene a public hearing whereat Segun Julius Agbaje will be summoned to appear and defend the weighty allegations contained in our private investigation report. 6, that the UK National Crimes Agency, the Crown Prosecution Service, the Financial Conduct Authority, the Financial Ombudsman Service, the British Prime Minister, the Governor of Bank of England, the U.S. Department of Justice, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the U.S. Federal Reserve Board, the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, and Governor of Governor of Bank of Ghana, should shut down all operations of Guarantee Trust Bank in their territories. By so doing, GTB will be prevented from turning the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and Ghana into a safe haven for money laundering, terrorism financing, and other sundry economic crimes. 7, that in addition to the above, the UK National Crimes Agency, the Crown Prosecution Service, the U.S. Department of Justice, and Federal Bureau of Investigation are requested to commence prosecution of Segun Julius Agbaje in line with the appropriate laws for all the infractions he has used GTB to commit within the territories of both the United Kingdom and that of the USA. Finally, number 8, that all the properties acquired by Segun Julius Agbaje using proceeds of crime in Nigeria, United Kingdom, USA, and other parts of the world be confiscated and forfeited permanently to the federal government of Nigeria when he is found guilty. Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to let you know that the struggle to sanitize the banking sector of the Nigerian economy has begun, and we at GICN shall remain at the forefront to ensure that our people who are customers and investors are liberated from hardship, losses, and pains. Copies of our PIR, we have made them available here, and they will be distributed to the media. The reason for that is for you to carry on more inquiry. We are not lying. We are not talking out of point. We have documents to back whatever we have said in this press